Today we'll talk about a unique kind of dating service. So it's going to be interesting, I hope, but it's not any general the same cliche kind of dating services, which is predominantly only images, beautiful images of girls, and highly edited and with a lot of filters, and the guys just see that and the chat only because a girl looks good. Okay, there are apps like OkCupid and all, which are changing differently by creating a lot of kind of details. They are filling in the details and then they are matching it. But let's go a lot further and to an extreme level, and after which you will be really confident that if I'm talking to someone, and so personally and with so much freedom, and I'm spending time and I'm being so open to someone, it better be a person who is reliable, who with whom I'm not wasting time, but actually I'm either making a good friend for a lifetime, or it's not just waste of time. She is much more like me, and there is a possibility in future that we might come together. Okay, so instead of you just doing what to say, trial and error basis, whatever you you just see a girl and you feel her, you find her attractive just by physical gestures and all, and you run after her, and after a long time of relationship and all, then there's breakup, and you know that okay, she was never right for me. So to um, aid that, we this is just an initiative, kind of an experiment. What we do is that we give you this is a dating site which has no images, okay, which has no name. So you log in, I mean you sign up, and then you get a user ID, okay, or you can choose a user ID, but it won't be your name. Okay, it will be something that you want to be known as. For example, you are extremely fierce and brave, so you can name yourself as like dangerous beast or something, like it won't be your name, but it will rather be the kind of personality you have. Just a notion, then you can have a kind of a image which is not your photo. Actually, it will be you have to select within the given images, thumbnail images, you have to choose one. Then comes the main part, that is filling in the details. So the questionnaire there will be extremely detailed, okay, which at times which will ask you questions which are not generally asked, okay, which will actually deal with like what to say, the real problems that come in after you are in a relationship, or that even you don't know that okay, a human needs that. Okay, it will cover from everything from hobbies, interests, to ideologies, to political inclinations, to say sexual orientation, to sexual inclinations, and to everything you can think of, which will deeply matter after you come into a relationship. So it will be in depth. At times it will be like I don't want to answer these, so okay, fine, you need not answer them. So but definitely ratings will be given, like how much you have answered, which is questions, and you, if you leave a lot of questions, you that rating will be low. Now once that is done, it will be long series of questions, and then there will be an AI with which you can talk. It will have two purposes there. One is that you can talk it just like a friend. It will be more human. You can, like you come in from a hard days of work or college life, and you want to talk to somebody about what happened all through the day, and there is no one who is listening to you, and you are lonely, and that time you need a friend or someone to talk to. You can talk to that AI. Now the problem is that why people don't use Siri or Google Assistant for that is that they are not that what to say, they don't feel it as a human, it's they are not that interactive. What happens is that when we interact, first we listen, yes, but then also we ask a lot of questions. Okay, we have our own mind, we have our own intentions, the other person with whom you're talking, and that makes the conversation more human and interesting. So you can bring in that. So once they start talking to that AI, um, you know a lot of truth about that person comes in. So this is a lot of sensitive data that you're collecting about the person, so you have to be extremely careful of their privacy, and security. Now I'll tell you one truth which is a truth. Now a lot of people have an imagination or a viewpoint of what they are, but they actually aren't that. Okay. So a lot of people think that they like this, but subconsciously they like something else. Okay. So this makes the main problem. For example, if you ask a girl, you'll be seeing these examples a lot in real life, examples in your colleges and workplaces, that you ask a girl, okay, what kind of a guy do you like? Would you like to date? And she will give you a character sketch. But now, when you see her after a few days or months, she would be actually dating a guy who is completely opposite or completely different from the character sketch she has given, because unconsciously she likes this. Okay, but when you ask her, she becomes conscious, and she tells you something different. Okay, she has a story in her mind which she plays that I am this, but she actually isn't, and she tells you about that. Same for the guys. Okay, so first you given the detail, ask them about the details they write in, then through the AI you you ponder the character and personality, then the AI matches it, how much is truth and all, and guess it will all be done in the background. Okay, it will check itself how true they are speaking. Now they will make a rough character sketch of that person. This is step one. Okay, step two is that for example, you are a guy and you want a potential partner from the dating site. So there will be two options given, whether it will be you want girls near you, like in your town or city, or you are okay with if it is all India or the whole through the nation or the world even. So you choose the option accordingly, and depending on what your personality type is, okay, and what personality type it will match, not same, because a big misconception is that if she is exactly like me, then we'll work I mean, we can go together very well, but that's not the point. One is very angry and very hyper, the other has to be soft. Only that will balance the relationship. So accordingly the AI will decide that which, I mean, obviously a lot of lines of codes will be written for that, that which personality type matches what. Then once it matches that, not similar, but with which there is some future potential, then it will make a group. For example, once you do that, it will tell you that all through India we have found out 1000 16 candidates which are quite okay for you, okay, which could be a potential match for you. What happens is that you are asked to make a questionnaire, and it's real tough. It's a real difficult job. It's not like you just go on and you just search, and if you're really interested and are serious about dating and relationships, you will come to this website or app, or else you will not, because it's a lot of work. So once that is done, you can then you can send a questionnaire. Okay, so these questionnaires will be sent to them through your user ID. They won't be knowing who you actually are, and they will be answering the questions accordingly. Okay, so the way they answer the questions, from them again a few will be selected, and they will be like for example 74 candidates have been selected. So now out of a large pool you have 74 potential candidates. If you talk to them, you are not wasting your time. Okay, Now to send the questionnaires to many, how the revenue model will work is that we can put a charge to that if you want to put this questionnaires type, then you have to pay this much. If you want to talk to them, you have to pay. Okay, if you want to message them, you have to pay. So that's how it will go. And similarly, these girls would be also sending questionnaires to different guys, and from them it will be coming. And the beautiful thing that can happen is that if out of your 74 and out of her 23, say for example, she has chosen a bracket, and from that bracket a specific number of candidates were selected, and you are also in them, so that will be a match, and that kind of a match will be extremely rare. Okay, if that happens, then the company will openly allow you to talk to each other through chat, and you can definitely talk. If not, you can message them, no problem. You have to pay a small amount, you can message these 74 people. So out of them, they if they allow you, you can read the answers to your questionnaire, if they allow you, or else you can't. But you can genuinely talk to them, you can know. And once you have known each other well, okay, and and it's not done in one step, remember. And we can even put in some more filters in this whole process to make it more to narrow down the spectrum of number of potential candidates. Once that is done, what will happen is that it will save a lot of time, and money spent won't be going in waste. Now if you talk to a girl and you are 100% sure that okay, this is the girl for me, and you want to meet her, and she for example lives in Delhi or in your own city, and we can, as a company, we can provide dating services. What to say, dates, we can set up dates, the hotel, the whole what to say, decoration will be ours and all. And will be, if you are from a different city and she's from a different city, we'll be taking care of your transportation and stay. And it will be a kind of a I will be talking about it later in a different video in different stages. That is a completely different video, but we can do it. We can provide dating services, okay, physical dating services, where you can go and actually meet a person and come back, and it will be a whole experience, and we'll sell it as a package. So that's it. And once you know a person through what she really is from inside, not just how she looks, or what her name is, what her caste is, what her religion is, then you can ask her for photograph, and then you can ask her for your name and address and all. I think this approach is more intelligent, and it will save a lot of time, and eventually will lead to a better life if you live with that person, because it's mathematically you two have come together, and hopefully your relationship will last long, and it will be good. So it's just an experiment we can try, and so it was just really an interesting idea that I got, and I thought that I should share. So that's it. Thank you. Okay, so just to add on the dating website idea, that we can also add what we say, a face scanning option, where the front camera of the phone will scan your face, and then AI software will accordingly decide your genetic and evolutionary record or history. Because if you see keenly, you observe people in a crowd, there are certain types of people who from the facial appearance and also their body structure, you can differentiate that okay, they are from northern Odisha, or say for example which part of India, either southern or eastern or northern, and also which part of the world. They have some typical features. The facial expressions also have some typical features by which you can say that whether this person is angry, will become easily angry or not. So we can exploit that, and accordingly we can have a right from the face scan, which will be anonymous. Obviously it will be encrypted, it won't be shared with anyone, but the AI will use it to match the partners. So if you are for example, you wish to have a partner which is similar to your race, or similar to your kind of it's not exactly race, you can find facial features similar, and one person in India and one person in America, and they will show same kind of behavior and reactions to a situation. So this can actually what to say, better understanding of that of the character, and we can match in a better way. The AI can match you whether with similar persons with whom your face is matching, or with persons who will be opposite. Or, the AI will decide that, or you can also decide that, or you can leave it up to the AI. So that was the add-on. I just wished to add it, so made this instant, quick video, and this I'm holding in the hand, so it might not be that good to look at, but anyway,